Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be doing number 7 of Name This Spread, and if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so this intro is going to be a bit long, then I'll go into the shout outs, and then we'll go into the Name This Spread actual planning. So last week, I had actually filmed a couple of videos, and I will show that here. And so during my lunch break last week, Friday, I had filmed this, and about halfway through, I kind of had a little bit of a breakdown. Part of it was frustration because it didn't seem to be going the way that I wanted it to. But part of it was the week of January 4th, so the very first week of January, was just a really rough one for I think many of us. And the 4th started out being the Mondayest of all Mondays, and then it was just basically a week of Mondays for me. And by the time I got to this, I was just mentally and emotionally exhausted. Now, when I sat down to film, because I did it on my lunch break, I was feeling all right, but the combination of frustration and it not going the way that I wanted it to go, plus I had to go right into a meeting after my lunch break, I stopped. And so I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll recoup and I will film after work. So I filmed after work. I got a little farther in and again, got really frustrated because I really could not understand what the problem was. Now, I think I have since figured out what the problem was by way of the setup and the layout. But again, still feeling emotionally, mentally just exhausted. And so that's when I put up the community post that I wasn't in the right headspace. I was going to put up another video that I actually had planned to put up another day. And you know, I was going to take it easy this past weekend, which I did. And I didn't actually do much by way of journaling. I didn't do much by way of anything really, although there is something I did do, but I think I'll share that in a separate video. But it was a really relaxing week. This week with some things going on at work, there's still a bit of, not anxiousness, it's just, no, I guess it is anxiousness and worry and just getting to the overwhelmed state. But I mean, for the planning part, I'm here for it. We'll see how it goes, but yeah. So thank you guys for being so patient. Now that I look at this one, it's not so bad, but it's not purely no white space because there are areas that have no stickers, and that's really the intent of a no white space. And when I show you why I chose a no white space plan for last week, then yeah, it'll make a little bit more sense. So yeah. Now, the shout outs from the week before, I wrote down, like I said, I filmed 2 videos last Friday. And the first one was about 25 minutes long, had a little bit of a breakdown. The next one was nearly 45 minutes long, finished it and like, no, I can't put this up. So this was the very last Name the Spread video that you guys saw. It was episode 6. I was the director and the theme was no white space planning. Donna L had called this Rainbow Me Time. Stacy had called this True Colors Shining Through, and if you are of a certain age, you were probably hearing that by way of Cyndi Lauper's song True Colors. Luann had called this Rainbow Bright with lots of white in which to write. Victoria had called this No White Space, because I had totally missed the point. So with a no white space spread, you really are just giving yourself a little bit of functional aspect and the rest of it is really decorative. Yeah, and I'll talk a bit about that. I was like, well, I mean, I filled it up with stickers, so that counts, right? Pamela had said this had reminded her of a Rubik's Cube that someone is trying to solve. And, okay, so, Pamela, yeah, I was that girl who couldn't solve a Rubik's Cube, and so she would take the stickers off because I'm feeling attacked right now. That made me laugh. I'm like, oh, the past is coming to haunt me, but there is no proof. So forget I just said anything. Blue Bonnet called this Operation Incognito. Lily DeBun had called this the Me Time Care Bear exploded in my planner. And if that is not such a visual, I didn't grow up with Care Bears, but my sister did. And so I can see them all lining up with me time on their bellies, and they're going to do the Care Bear stare, and then something will come out of their bellies, not like an alien from the Alien movies, but more like rainbows and sunshine and glitter. And it will make whoever was infected with their glitter beam of sparkle would feel the need for me time. Yeah, that doesn't actually explain really well. It sounds kind of creepy. Bunny had called this the important squares brought to the planning world by Hannah. And she said, think Hollywood squares. And that totally makes sense. Annette had called this functional yet playfully colorful. And she said, Johanna, please fix the day names. And so I have looked at this and like, what does she mean by that? Because I'm like, oh, well, did I put them in the right or the wrong order? No, it's Monday through Sunday. And then it dawned on me, maybe it's because the Y's look like U's. So, Annette, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the only one I'm going to fix. That one right there. Not even sorry about it. And hello, Kathleen and TJ, my coffee and chocolate milk crew. And hello, Miss Andie. Now, Andie had given some advice, and coincidentally enough, she was chosen by the random YouTube generator gods for last week. As the post that was chosen of the comments that were left. And so I'm like, okay, that's why I was going to attempt the no white space thing again, because she had given some advice that you also are supposed to put some deco stickers. Now, I've watched a few of her videos and I realized where I had gone wrong. Now this, we're going to basically attempt for the fourth time to do a no white space planning session. For this one, I just thought you throw up stickers, you take away all of the white space that was on the page, and it's a no white space planning. Well, no, that's not. And so, well, it is, but it isn't. So for this one, I'm like, okay, deco stickers. Well, then I ran into some problems because it didn't look nice. There didn't seem to be any theme. I mean, I like the day headers, and they actually came from this, but it was just, yeah. And once things start going downhill, you know, it's not like I can throw up a bunch of flower stickers in here because I'm supposed to stay in the lines. I'm pretty sure. I think that's the law. And so when I came to here, I'm like, okay, well, I know certain things are certain sizes, so let's put some things down and let's try to, yeah, I understand where I made the problem, or where the problem lies is I cannot try to be methodical and try to get all of the deco stickers down or all of the functional stickers down. I need to concentrate on a day and go day by day by day instead of trying to either use my space efficiently or get bogged down in the fact that it looks like a hot mess. And not like the cool hot mess that I can do, but more like the you're gonna cry midway through your video kind of hot mess because you're having a really difficult day. So what we're gonna do is we are going to try this yet again. And if this one does not come out, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to not do a no white space, but I'm going to give it some time, because clearly something that seems very straightforward needs tons of research, because I don't know why. The sticker book that I have chosen was gifted to me by my friend Tamika, so I will go ahead and link her channel down below. I did use the numbers from here. I have this one out because, no, that's not from there. That's actually a Pen and Gear sticker page that I had. But I might be able to use some of the decorative stickers from here. It's Pen and Gear, so it's not sized for this, so I don't know how much of it I will be using, but yeah. So we are going to attack day by day. And because this entire sticker book should match, because it's a themed sticker book, I'm not going to have to worry about trying to mix colors and whatnot. Now, if this does look a little funny, I have tons of happy notes in various sizes, or I can cut things to be various sizes. And so just like all of the other ones that I've done, this is based on a printable that I have in my shop. And this basically is a classic sized vertical planning layout, if you guys were interested. All right, so we're going to be methodical. We're going to look, for some decorative elements. Now this is actually a little shy. So that is actually 2 full boxes together, but you can see that there's some dots poking through, but we're not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, so I'm planning this as if this were a regular planner and I was a regular planner girl. I am not. I don't actually do planning, but that's fine. And listen to your body. I don't know why that makes me laugh, but it does. So let's put something functional. Now these are not going to work because they jut out, and I don't want to have to deal with that. Okay. So Monday we're going to have a to-do list. And the reason why I didn't want to put this sticker right here is because I don't want the words right next to each other. I know, it's bizarre. No, I'm not, I mean I have, but I'm not generally the pick up your sticker a million times and place it right. But because this entire layout is going to be covered in stickers, it does actually kind of make a difference. Okay. Now I noticed even in the other 2 spreads, these squares are bigger. They're whiter. You can tell because you can't see the black right there. But that's okay because we'll be able to line that up nicely with another sticker in this box. And then it looks like we'd be able to do one of these stickers. And so I'm just trying to line it up. I don't. I'm already feeling anxious. Not like I'm gonna cry or anything, but I mean, these stickers are supposed to be sized a certain way, and what are they doing? Okay, so that's a to-do list. We don't need to put anything there. But, I mean, since I'm not gonna be using this anyway, we'll put this as exercise, because y'all know. That's not a thing I do. All right, so we've got Monday. Cool, sweet. So now we're gonna put a deco sticker up here because I don't want to, oh, this is nice. I don't want two boxes next to each other. So we can put this here. I don't know how people do this. Well, no, actually I do. Usually when people are doing no white space, you don't see it a lot in Happy Planner world. Oh, maybe it's because I hand drew this. Anyway, people in Happy Planner world generally don't do a no white space. They do lots of deco, but they don't do usually no white space. But people in like Erin Condren land and whatnot, they definitely do. So now where I'm going to drive myself crazy is I don't want certain colors butted up against other certain colors, and I don't want words next to other words, because apparently this is hard enough, or this isn't hard enough where I want to just add some additional rules to it. I might have to come down and just draw the black line because I like actually how that looks. So this one we need to name, and we'll do Eat Well, and I'm pretty sure most people would read that as Eat Healthy, but that could also mean eat until you pass out. Yes, you've eaten well. So let's call this breakfast, lunch, and dinner, just to give it a purpose. And now we can do some more deco. Be You Bravely. Again, bigger. And here we can put something. Make today great. Yeah, because that's just purely decorative. We need a box down here. Maybe we can do some multiple boxes with these little page flags, I think they're called. Okay. And I think there's some other colors. Now this actually would have made more sense with the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but that's okay. Okay, and again, because I don't have something that's specifically made for no white space, we're just going to cut some things. I don't like how that looks. If you're new here, I'm not using this spread. This is really just to play, and every week I like to do that. And if you're thinking I'm wasting all of my stickers, I absolutely am not. I am a firm believer. Oh, I shouldn't have put those two colors next to each other. Anyway, I'm a firm believer of using your stuff, because otherwise it just sits in the sticker book. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, it's not looking as cute as I'd like it, but I'm really thinking that's more of a, I'm not doing this as well as I could, then I'm not doing it right. if there is such a thing as right. Okay. So, put an important sticker up here, and that'll be for this right here. And I don't want boxes against boxes. And so we'll put this. Do what makes your soul shine. Okay. Then we can do the daily highlights. And then we need something cute down here. This one bothers me because there's no white space. I know. I know. Just keep going. Just keep going. And that's important. That's to do. Exercise, eat well, daily highlights. And while this will not fully take the space, I think it's okay. Now this sticker book is from late 2019. And so already, no, I can't. Already some of them aren't wanting to lift. Okay, let's see if we can be clever. Now this would be better if I got my X-Acto, but one, I don't want to. And two, then you wouldn't have stuff like that happen. It's just, oh my goodness. Or I could have measured. I mean, things could have been done if I were that girl. But if you're here, you know that I am not. Okay, so put that down there. All right, well, one page done. I'm exhausted. Oh, don't ever let anyone tell you that putting stickers down is not hard work. They are lying. All right, so let's see if we can do a little bit of shading. So we'll put one there. We'll put one here. And then we'll put one down here. And then I'll do one row by row because it definitely works better that way. Thank you, Miss Andie. Whenever in doubt, just ask Miss Andie. She knows all. Okay, so Thursday the 21st, is that going to be a special day? Yes, because the sticker says so. Okay. Oh. Sticker, you know all. And maybe we need some reminders. And what reminders do we need? I am amazing. I am capable Positivity is a choice. I celebrate my individuality. I am prepared to succeed. Okay. Feel like I should have a mirror right here and be like for real talking to myself, because I mean I'm alone in here, so I'm literally talking to myself, but I mean I need to for real talk to myself and say those things and not think of snarky things as a retort. Okay, so where we're going to run into some problems is we're running out of decorative stickers, but we're also running out of kind of big functional stickers. Okay, let's see if we can be clever. And for the weekend, be grateful for something. I know it's a bit weird. It says I'm thankful, and it kind of spills into both Saturday and Sunday, but that's fine. It's probably supposed to go on top of one of these, even though it's not that big, or on the side. Either way, that's fine. Okay, so let's finish this day here. And we're gonna have to do some cutting. There definitely is a more elegant way to do this, but that's not me. So that goes there. Now this is definitely 7 levels of crooked. You can tell. You'll tell more when I put it down. But we'll put the white space down, and hopefully it will kind of hide the fact. Oh, or it'll accentuate it more. I mean, really, that could go either way. I like the challenge of this. I hate the execution of it, though. Maybe I should just break down and buy a kit on Etsy. Maybe that's what I'll do next time. So when you get to the part later in the video where I ask you to name this, please don't suggest a no white space, please. I mean, and I would totally get if you do. I mean, you kind of asking for it, right? When you say, please don't do this. Because I know when people say that to me, I'm like, oh, you want me to do this? You want me to do this more? Got it. Thank you for highlighting the thing you didn't want me to do. I get it. I respect. All right, now we're down to Friday. We're gonna dump on Friday. I don't like the 2 peaches next to each other, but that's okay. I've got some ideas. So there is that. I saw some shaped stickers like this here. Oh, but they're not as big. Okay. Well, that's okay, right? Is that okay? Yeah, I think we can get it so that it'll mostly cover it. So Friday the 22nd, we've got some important things to do there. And then here we can break up with some more of that tealy dark blue. And then I think we should try to put something cute there. Treat yourself in black. That seems kind of boring. Let's do that and that. A little less boring. Okay. I know this actually goes over here. So we've got Saturday and Sunday. So let's go back here to where we had actually will work because we can stick this above like that, and we could put another one down there. Oh, look, we have these notes. I kind of like this purple. So we need that space and that space. That looks like a full box. So daily highlights. And then we need just a little bit something there. This is all kinds of crooked. I probably lifted more stickers in this video than I've ever lifted in a single video before. Okay, so we just need something there, and then we need to look at it. We've got stuff that says stuff, right? So we're going to try something new. And I guess that could be like a checklist. And we're going to create something today. This is actually a little bit too big, but I think it'll still work. And some me time. Let me put this back on the discs and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the spread for today. I am actually, it's very pale to me. I would have liked to have more pops, but I think I should have either used that sticker book in conjunction to something else or had just used another more vibrant sticker book. And I think for me, what's really the disjointed part is this pink here and the color of the numbers. I think that dark blue actually doesn't look that bad against all of the paleness. But from a note white space, I think I would have preferred had I had more of these kind of boxes in the functional spaces because they kind of recede because all of the deco is also very pale and not very decorative, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but that there, it's decorative and yet it's not a huge pop. This I think pops a little bit more. This definitely pops. The quotes on the page I think are good. I try to keep so that I wasn't putting quotes against quotes if I could, and then filling up little spaces like this with little tiny stickers. Again, if you're doing a no white space, I don't know that there's actually any kind of law or rule that you can't have little tiny gaps. But if you're doing a no white space, generally speaking, you are working off of a kit. And so it already takes into account that you have a certain amount of space for a certain amount of days. And so that could also be part of the problem that I've come under. I've just noticed how ugly that looks. Please hold. Okay, that fixed it for me. Although, I mean, honestly, it definitely is better than my other attempts. So learn from Auntie Johanna. If you are going to do a no white space, it definitely helps if you have purchased a kit. If not, it definitely helps if you have a classic layout in a vertical, because the boxes are sized for a vertical layout. If you go into a big, you'll want to make the big. If you go into a mini, I don't know if it's all perfectly lined to take like this, but again, having a sticker book that corresponds to the planner that you're using definitely will help if you're trying to go for that no white space. Although, I suppose, I don't have it in front of me, but let's see, is this the size of a horizontal? No, because this is the size of a horizontal in a skinny classic or in a classic. And you can tell if I line up the top there and there, it's definitely longer than. So if you were to do a no white space in a horizontal, there'd be a lot more fiddling that you would need to do. I also definitely recommend, like Miss Andie does, and I don't know why it didn't dawn on me, but try to attack it at least 1 or 2 days at a time versus trying to go across the board. Because if you watched this video, that's what I did. That's why it is so very linear, because I wanted to make sure I had enough space to put all the stickers. For these here, you can see I was putting stickers down very haphazardly because I wanted to fit the space. I wasn't really concerned about the function for the day. Same with this one. Because this one, I did some of the deco, and then I put some of the functional boxes in, but then I got into problems where, well, okay, now it's a weird size. This one definitely makes that way more manageable. All right, guys, well, homework for today is, what would you name this spread and what would you like to see in next week's spread? And it can be any size, Happy Planner. It can be any theme. It can be any color. The sky's the limit. If your name is chosen and you don't put anything, then I'll choose something because, you know, it's my channel. All right, guys, well, that is it for me for now. And as always, aloha.